Hello, everybody. Welcome to Weird World Weekly. I'm Dave Nelson, your host, also host of this fine podcast, Matt Stein. Hello there, Matt.
Hey, Dave.
Hey!
I was trying to think of like new intro, so just be like, "Hey, how's it going?" Let's get weird.
This is the show where we talk about the weird, the odd, the strange, the unusual, and deliver it to you in under 15 minutes or less. Well, actually, that's already less than 15 minutes if I say under 15 minutes.
That's true.
So
You're just being redundant now.
redundant. Yes, you're right. All right, since this is the show where we talk about weird stuff, do you have anything weird from your life? I guess we didn't really prep this. Can you think of
No.
anything off the top of your head that's happened to you recently?
Ooh. This is earlier in the summer, so we're going a little bit of a ways back. But we had our house sprayed for bees because my wife's allergic to bees, and who really wants bees in their house? But the guy came over, and he must have been wearing like a full chemical suit and was spraying our house down. Whatever, I don't care as long as they don't come in. Excuse me. And like a week later, our neighbor, who is certified crazy, calls my wife,
Oh,
and
he's got a
she,
card. He's got a card that he's actually got from the government saying he's crazy.
I don't know, but some of the stories like our interactions with her, you could tell there's something's wrong. Like she has an LED light out front, and she asked the people who got it for her to return it because it was transmitting her social security number through the air.
Okay, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. So she calls my wife and she's like, "Hey, this has really been bothering me, but I just want to know why someone was spraying your house with chemicals. Like, why are people trying to kill you guys?" And we were like, "No, it's just like a bee treatment. We're good." And she goes, "Oh, I just got really concerned because this guy came over and he's spraying your house down, and I don't want to get sick." And yeah, that's my neighbor. But I told my wife, I'm like, "You should have just been like, oh shit, I thought we paid Fernando on the Cubans back."
Oh my God, that would be awesome.
Yeah,
Feed
well,
into her
she would have
paranoia.
she would have lost it. But yeah, I guess that's my weird story for the week.
Oh, you totally play with her, like really mess with her mind, because she's already crazy, right? So just
Yes.
play along, play her game and
Hmm.
invent something that happened recently in the neighborhood, or take something that happened in the neighborhood and make it like twist it to her paranoia, like.
Oh, I
Uh,
totally could do that. I could just go over to her house because I think she's awake all the time because the lights are always on, or she just sleeps with the lights on. And it is Halloween time, so I could just start going over to her house, like knocking on the windows, wearing masks and stuff.
this is so easy to mess with her. Just go over there, knock on her door, and say, "Did you hear those helicopters last night? I went out. I heard them. I went out, and I didn't see any markings on. I think they're the black helicopters the U.S. government uses um, in their whatever that is, that
Secret
organization.
operations.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Ah,
All right, so let's spin the wheel of weird to find out what subject we're pulling from this week. It could be paranormal, mythological, conspiracy, or grab bag. So, Matt, do you want to spin the wheel this week?
let's do it, Dave. I've been pumping a lot of iron, so I'm ready.
All right, give it a whirl. All right, I can't wait to find out what's. And we haven't gone on the same subject yet. We haven't landed on the same one, so this could be something different. And what do we got? What do we have? What do we have?
Mythological.
All right, mythological, and let's start the timer here. 15 minutes or less. And I brought this story to the show, so I'm the one to talk about it. Bizarre mythological creatures. What are some mythological creatures that you're familiar with, Matt, that you already know about?
Chupacabra,
Uh-huh.
the Loch Ness monster, Bigfoot, probably aliens in general, depending on what you want to look at. Those are the
Okay,
big
so
ones.
I'm guessing that you've never heard of the vampire cat.
No, I can't say that I have.
This comes from a list of, well, there's 10 in all. I narrowed it down to about 5 or 6. of mythological creatures that aren't as widely known as your Bigfoots or your Loch Ness monsters or your Chupacabra. So the vampire cat will come back to bite you if you go kill a cat. So if you go cat killing one night, the vampire cat can come back and strike you dead. The stories of the Ainu people of Japan tell us that if man kills a cat without taking proper precautions, are there proper precautions for killing a cat?
Maybe
Do you
to the
know?
Japanese. I don't know. The Japanese custom,
Okay.
there may be something you have to do to kill a cat.
Or is cat killing more accepted in Japan?
It
It seems
may,
like,
it may be.
yeah, maybe
Uh,
back in the day, possibly.
we might be treading on some really disturbing waters here by thinking about Japanese cat killing traditions.
So, if you don't take the proper precautions, the spirit of the cat will avenge itself by killing the person that killed the cat originally. The cat enters the man who killed it, who then gradually wastes away while gesturing like a cat and meowing. So the spirit of the cat enters the body of the person that killed the cat and basically turns them into a cat while they waste away. That's got to be the worst way to go ever, I think.
That sounds terrible because you'd likely just be licking your butthole a lot.
Yeah, yeah. That's something that you would do.
Hmm.
Okay, so here's another one on that list. It's the uh, Cluricon, like leprechaun, Cluricon. It's thought to be the surly, drunken cousin of the famous Irish leprechaun. Uh,
That's awesome.
Cluricons are supposed to protect your wine cellar if you treat them well, but if you don't, they mess up your house and spoil your wine. So they make your house messy and basically ruin your whole wine supply. Now, if you incur the wrath of a Cluricon by stealing wine or being a drunkard, Matt, I'm looking at you.
I'm not drinking right now.
Well, you're famous for being a drunkard.
I like to dabble.
So if you become if you're a drunkard too much, Matt, he will come torment you endlessly, hiding in a cask to follow you wherever you move. I
Is
don't know
this
what a cask is.
a wine cask? But
Oh, okay.
I believe, is this turning into an intervention? Are you guys going to come out and sit me down and be like, you should stop drinking?
No, I'm just saying that it's possible that the Cluricon could come get you because of
Yeah.
your drunkenness.
Well, thanks for the heads up.
I'm just saying it's a warning.
I
All
appreciate
right,
it. Appreciate it.
no problem. So the next one is the cockatrice. A cockatrice or a cockatrice is said to be able to turn people to stone with a glance. Are you scared?
I looked at the picture. This thing looks badass.
Yeah. So it basically looks like a cross between a rooster and a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
It's got partial dragon wings and a combo of body scales and feathers. It has the ability to turn people to stone, like I said, with a glance, or to kill with a touch. That's even worse.
Well,
Wait a second. No. Would you rather be a stone and be alive or be dead?
I'd rather be dead. No questions asked.
Okay. Because if you're a stone and you're aware of things around you, then it's just going to get really boring really fast.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't say where this comes from, because I wonder if this is like that region's version of Medusa.
Yeah, I'm thinking that. There's another one on this list that has similarities to other mythological creatures that we all know about.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting that around the world in different places there's similar myths or similar like mythological creatures of some kind.
Well, every every background has their own urban legends and stuff, so
Yeah.
it's kind of
We
cool.
can- Yeah, look at the Bigfoot. There's the Bigfoot, and then there's the Yeti in the What mountain range is that in Asia?
I believe so. I don't know what it is, and I don't want to be wrong.
Yeah. Okay, so the next one on this list is Padfoot. If you see one, it won't be long until you meet your death. Hailing from England, Padfoot is said to be a huge black dog that can shapeshift into other forms. It has the ability to be invisible, and those who do see it should take it as a death omen if they don't die right away from seeing one. Though most often taking the form of a black dog, it can also present itself as a demonic sheep.
Wow.
I'm gonna kill you.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, you know, and it being a black dog kind of reminds me of our society's aversion to black cats.
Yeah, black is. There's a trend. There's a pattern there somewhere.
Yep.
So not only is it a demonic sheep, but it has burning eyes. It's a burning-eyed demonic sheep, or a giant black donkey.
Yeah, that's my. Because it could be a
Go
big
ahead.
black donkey. Like a donkey is not a scary animal. So if you see a big black donkey, you're not going to think about it. Although if you know of Padfoot, you see a big black donkey, you might be scared. Now, if I see a big black donkey, I'm going to go a different direction.
Because I don't want to die.
Exactly.
Now, this next one has a kind of a cute name, but it's not really cute. It's the Baba Yaga. And this is the one I was referring to, very similar to another mythological creature, thought to have inspired the idea of the witch in the famous Hansel and Gretel tale. Baba Yaga is a hag of Slavic origin, said to live in log cabins in the woods. She's said by most to be evil, and despite her perceived wisdom, it's considered unwise to seek her help. So it sounds like this is very much similar to Rumpelstiltskin. You don't want to ask him for help because you know you'll pay the price, right?
Correct.
And the thing is with the Baba Yaga, you know how she gets around? She flies around on a pestle. Mortar and pestle. Do you know what a mortar and pestle is? I have no idea what those are.
I believe it's what they used to use to crush. Like, I think now it's more commonly associated with drugstore. So the mortar's the bowl, and the pestle is the crusher guy.
Oh, I get it. All right.
I believe so.
No, that makes sense. I think you're right. She uses the pestle to row through the air while sitting in a giant motor with a broom at the back to sweep away her tracks. So I can see where that's where the flying around on a broom came from, it sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Look at all these things we're learning.
What's that?
I said, look at all these things we're learning.
I know. See, this is what we bring to the table. We freak you out. We help you learn new things.
Drop mad amounts of knowledge.
The final creature on this list is the Bonacon, Bonnacon. This beast is probably best thought of as a messed up version of a dragon. It has curled horns and is thought to look like a bull or bison with a mane like a horse. It has a unique defense mechanism. It's dung. This magical flaming dung is acidic and can be thrown as far as 600 meters to deter predators and attackers. So it's the defense of the Bonacon, or Bonacon, is to throw dung. He's a dung thrower.
I got nothing. I have nothing to say about that. I'm at a loss.
I say it's weird, Matt.
It's absolutely weird, and that's why we're here.
Yes. Thank you for joining us for another edition of Weird World Weekly. You can find out all about the show by going to galacticnetcasts.com. Leave us feedback, including stories or subjects that you want about, by emailing them to galacticnetcasts@gmail.com, or call our voicemail number 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's there, 805-328-3966. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google Plus as well. Just search for Galactic Netcasts. Thanks for joining us for this episode of Weird World Weekly. And till next time, Matt, what's our closing saying?
Crap, I forgot it. We just came up with it. Keep it weird.
Keep it weird. All right. We'll talk to you next time.
See ya.
Whoa. Okay.